Bro, alright, yeah. What's good, y'all? Crisis Magazine, TATE Canyon. We are here in sunny Santa Monica Pier. We are on the Ferris wheel, and who am I here with today?
Detahjae.
Detahjae. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Music artist. We first met at Camp Flognaw last year. I seen this man in a red jumpsuit walking around with a pilot hat. I recognized you though from YouTube, but I got to hear more about you, know more about your story, but you kept me entertained. We were at the Party of Two show. We saw you rock the house there, but we've always wanted to do this interview, so tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Oakland, California. I grew up just with my mom, just me and my mom, until my sister came along and my dog. But other than that, yeah, just Oakland, California, man, 510.
Hell yeah, and tell me a little about that. So Bay Area, there's always some roots with the music. So is there any inspirations growing up in the Bay, visually or physically, that you had kind of making music out there?
I think currently, like, I'm really inspired by The Pack. Shout out Lil B.
Shout out the bass god.
Yeah, so as far as Bay Area goes, yeah, that's what's happening right now with me. Obviously, Mac Dre is the GOAT. Then you got P-Lo. It's just a bunch of great. You got SOB. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of great Bay Area artists that kind of just gives and changes it.
Hell yeah! What's some of your favorite Bay Area spots? Some spots growing up that you love visiting to that always kind of hit home for you?
Obviously Lake Merritt. Lake Merritt is just like a place where I just ride my bike, kind of just like just hang out, catch ideas. Lake Merritt, Hyphy Burger. I love to eat at Hyphy Burger. And honestly, anywhere, just kind of just driving around. Sometimes you just want to drive around the fucking Berkeley College just to get outside, you know what I'm saying?
I love Berkeley. I used to live there for a short amount of time, and I know exactly what you mean. Just like being immersed in nature feels like a completely different world there.
Yeah.
Talked about Hyphy Burger. They got good burgers, but what makes the best burger ever?
Ooh, what makes the best burger ever? Dude, honestly, like, I think the sauce. The sauce makes, like, if you got good sauce in the burger, that's all I need. I'm a sauce guy. You know what I'm saying? So like when I first like had like In-N-Out, the spread sauce, like that shit got me. But then I started getting more into like other places. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I love sauce.
I feel that. Sauce is valid. My thing is the patty. I love a good smash burger, but like, oh, my burger, they got like the good, thick, juicy, like steak patties with the good seasoning. If you don't know how to season the burger, you don't know how to make that patty.
Yeah, you gotta have a good seasoning and a good patty too. I don't like my shit hard either.
Pause.
No, you know, nah, but like, I like my shit soft, man.
Pause. Yo, so you have an insane stage presence, bro. I had the pleasure of seeing you perform a Party of Two over this spring. Tell me a little about like your stage presence and how you love to perform.
Man, when I make music, that's all I think about. You know what I'm saying? I think about like performing and just getting out there and just doing the absolute most and giving the people a show. You know what I'm saying? I've been to shows where it's like people don't really perform. Doesn't matter what crowd you have to throw on a show because you want them to come back. You know what I'm saying? And you want them to remember that moment. Like, I remember when I saw like Jaden Smith for the first time. Like, that was one of my first concerts. Like, it changed my whole perspective. And then I went to go see AG Club, and they changed my whole perspective. Then I went to see Paris, Texas, changed my whole perspective on what it means to perform, actually. You know what I'm saying?
I love that Jaden call out. You see him during Sire era, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn, I love that Sire call out. Not too many people say that. Shout out to Jaden Smith.
That shit was so goated. Like, I love that era, bro.
What about that Sire era spoke to you? Because I definitely see a lot of like similarities between those visuals and yours yourself.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. It's a vulnerability. Like, Jaden Smith really taught me like it's okay to like cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I don't much, but like it was just like no, this is cool. Like, it's okay to like just be yourself and sing too. He really told me like it's okay to sing. So that's where all that comes from.
Hell yeah, shout out Jaden Smith for real. Man, when you were performing, you had the red jumpsuit on, you had a pilot hat on. Tell me a little bit about the fit you had on over at the Party of Two tour.
Man, I don't know. I just wanted to look like Bobby Talladega, honestly.
Oh, such a good, so that's where the inspiration for the suit came.
For the most part, yeah. I don't know, and the whole album kind of felt like driving. You know what I'm saying? Like just like a long drive, so I just wanted to live that. And every time I listen to Test, like all I thought about was like speeding. And I have a lot of songs that feel that way, even in my older shit. Like I like that feeling.
That's what's up. I really fuck with the inspiration. If you're not first, you're last there. With Bobby Talladega, is there any other movies or inspiration from TV shows that really like inspired, like and shaped how you perceive yourself in music?
Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, even Smiling Friends, Atlanta. There's just like a bunch of shit, honestly. Trying to think.
Gravity Falls is super fire, and
That's one of my favorites.
shout out the homie Ramira. He loves Gravity Falls too. Y'all have a couple songs together. Tell me a little about how, like, really, like, for how old are you?
I'm 24.
You're 20, so I'm 25. So we grew up in the same time that shit was on TV, and we were finding out the clues in the shit. So, like, bro, tell me a little bit about that time and like why that was so important to us today.
So fun fact, I didn't really grow up watching like hella TV shows, at least like chronologically. That was my first show I watched chronologically. So I was like, oh man, I can't wait for the next Gravity Falls episode after leaving like fucking middle school. You know what I'm saying? But man, like watching Gravity Falls is like it was a different experience. It's like this shouldn't be a cartoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. It's like, yo, this shouldn't be a cartoon, but like it was just like unlocking things and like unraveling things and like thinking beyond the surface. And that was always something that was important to me because like, especially because in high school, I had my first episode of depersonalization anxiety. So I didn't believe like life was real. So I often felt like I was like alone, but it also felt like, okay, then what does this all mean? And like, are there more secrets to the earth? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I started getting so deep into that. So that always like spoke out to me.
And that's something I think is really important with Gravity Falls, and also why I think more shows could take from that, because every single episode led to the last and made people wanting more. And that also, like with your visuals and how you perceive your story, like it's never done. It's all connected. Very similar to Tyler the Creator and how every story is interweaved, and the fans really love that shit.
Yeah.
So that really carried over from Gravity Falls over to your own work as well.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. No, I love doing the whole, they say, world building type of thing.
Yeah.
But I just like telling stories and creating stories and like and living in something. You know what I'm saying? I like inviting people to be like, okay, this is what my vision was. You know what I'm saying? So.
And speaking of inviting your vision, we spoke about Ramiro just a second ago. I brought him up, but like, hell yeah. So like bringing him into your vision, you guys have similar ideas with the Gravity Falls stuff. Tell me a little bit about your guys' most recent collab.
Our most recent collab was actually something unreleased. But it's just like, I'm just rapping, just telling my story. But we can talk about Last Maplecorn.
That's what I was speaking about.
Okay, yeah, no, then maybe I should have said that.
Hey, to the people that are watching, we got an unreleased Detahjae and Ramiro track. Shout out Ramiro from London. But let's talk about the Last Maplecorn, because that is directly inspired by Gravity Falls, and the fans really love that shit. Even got a co-sign of Alex Hirsch.
We did?
I thought, did he?
He did, I don't know.
I thought he posted about it.
He probably did. Oh, he probably did. I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, no, okay, so the funny thing about that song is like, he sent me it, I was like, yeah, fuck it, it's gonna be fun. I didn't know he was releasing it. And I don't be on TikTok, like ever. If I'm on TikTok, it's probably just a post. So it's like, one day I just went on TikTok, or no, actually no, I didn't even go on TikTok. My friend sent it to me. And he was like, yo, aren't you on this song? Cause I showed him it. I was like, yo, check this out with me and Ramiro. He was like, aren't you on this song? And I was like, yeah, and it's like,
it's fucking popping.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's actually doing really well. And I was like, yeah, I am on this song. So, yeah, no, that one was fun with the whole like Maple script on it too. It was really cool. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know, just like living in that world, you know?
Yeah, and Ramiro's a genius for that. He really had a specific eye, and very similar to how, once again, back to Gravity Falls, with how Alex Hirsch was able to manipulate 4chan and Reddit into thinking the ending was something different. Alex was able to go into TikTok, get like the Tyler the Creator fans, the Odd Future fans to think it was like an unreleased track, blew it up, and basically like essentially like blew that into the stratosphere where it was able to get released and have like an actual fan base for sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely just about gluing your pieces together in your story, you know what I'm saying? So, like me and Ramiro, our story is Gravity Falls, and then mix whatever the fuck else, you know what I'm saying? So,
Hell yeah.